Video sync, audio sync. One, two, three. Clap, clap, clap. What's good, y'all? Ty94 here, and I'm just doing a video about Chapter 3 of Prime Code. And right now, there should be a time lapse of the news of the promotional art that I did for the past, I think, a couple of weeks. I've just been on and off working on it, and I finally finished it yesterday. I'll be posting it alongside with a little commentary. Basically, I wanted to let you guys know about the process of, not the process, but the progress of Chapter 3, or the rest of Chapter 3 of Prime Code, where it left off and where the preceding chapter is going to pick up, and stuff like that. So basically, Chapter 3 left off where Simon had a fallout with Danny, and if you read Chapter 2, flashback of what had happened with the whole infiltration of the company Alton T's building, and the facility where his parents work at, and did research for the energy company, and subsequently died because of an accident, quote unquote accident, that happened. And so him, Danny, and Miko infiltrated the facility, snuck around, saw bizarre things, and subsequently had like this encounter with the main director, the security of the facility, the main director of the security, Mr. Wolf. And what had happened, what truly went down that night, is still being fleshed out and presented to you as the audience. But sooner rather than later, here in a couple chapters, we're going to really dive into like the grander narrative and the world of Prime Code. And I hope you guys are excited, as we are, for what we're trying to do with the series, with the characters, and try to have it be interesting, not only with the art style as best as I can, with my still developing sense of style and artistic ability, still at 25, and my bro Patrick and his writing with the story, his writing of the characters, the personalities, the world, the universe that we're trying to create and such, and try to make it like all rounded, interesting, and something that to talk about, for what can be expected for the series after the rest of Chapter 3, preceding Chapter 4. Like I said, very exciting times. Stay tuned. It's just the amount of work, the passion that we have for storytelling, and trying to have the time to execute those ideas in practice, and me with the art, and trying to translate that into a workable state, and then release it, and then like do that repeatedly. It's a dreariest task, but it's something that I'm able to do, we're able to do, and it's something that I truly love to do at the end of the day, because it's like this is something that I grew up on, from Western comic books to manga to anime to cartoons, like just creating something from the heart. And for talking about the promotional material, at first I was going for this promotional material is like a squad type pick, where you have those cover pages where it's like the squad of the series is like just posted up in like they drip, and like just chilling, like doing something for the flick type shit. This is the whole idea. That's the whole idea. But the cover art of one of these pages or one of these chapters and stuff, if you're paying attention to the cover stories, then you're noticing a pattern of what I'm trying to, visually show what's going on as far as like the cover story, and have its own separate thing from the main story that will soon like introduce itself as an integral part. The inspiration, if you guys are millennials or Gen Z that grew up on MTV, you might have piece the puzzle together. It's a Robin Big, and the dynamicsism of Meaty and Rob and Big, and subsequently like Drama and everyone else on the show. Growing up in 2006, like seeing that, I had my cousins, my uncle watched that. Like, it was funny. They did skits. They went on adventures. Big as as a personality, Christopher Big Black Boykin. He was influential for a lot of black men, and specifically big, like obese, like bigger black men during the early 2000s, and subsequently made the big person a style, and made his own clothing brand and stuff like that with the aid of Rob as his right hand man. It was just a mutual type of friendship that evolved past like this skater and his bodyguard, and it's like it was very beautiful, and it was a sad day when he passed away, sadly. And not to get into sensitive topics, it's kind of a fresh air that it's being talked about, that it's not particularly healthy to be that big, specifically for an individual, not on a blanketed type of narrative, but like just purely based off of science, not more, but the approach should be coming from the heart at the end of the day, especially for a big character like Nico, and subsequently a lot of other big characters in Prime Code. It's like the cast and all out universe I'm trying to at least visually approach with is like just very diverse and very interesting visually, alongside with my bro Patrick, with the personality of the characters being the skeletal structure, and me being the visual aspect of the story, putting the fleshy bit, the skeletal structure and stuff like that. But yeah, the release date, I want to get done early March. It's been development for a long time. I apologize, but for the people that do stay in touch or stay in the loop of like what we're trying to do, and that are on our TikTok, Instagram, whether the likes, is like, we thank y'all from the bottom of our heart and then some for still being with us, still wanting to see the rest of the story unfold, and thank y'all for real. But yeah, early March, expect the rest of chapter 3. Subsequently, we'll be doing the announcement for chapter 4. We have pretty much the story beats of what the characters are doing, the dialogue, all that stuff. Chapter 4, 5, we have the all-out story planned out. It's just what we do now is not what we anticipated a long time ago. Things are liable to change, and and that's where we're at as creatives. It's like, we don't want to restrict ourselves to a not say fortify story beats, just being open to adaptations or adjustments along the way. But yeah, just a little video, little time-lapse video, little discussion. I'll be posting hopefully a little bit more art before I dive into finishing chapter 3, but if not, just dedicate my whole rest of my time just cranking that out and getting it done and stuff like that. Again, I thank y'all. We thank y'all for the support, everything, good and bad. We thank y'all. Stay tuned for more Prime Code content. coming from this channel and our Instagram and all that other sorts. I thank y'all, appreciate y'all, and peace.
Are you happy?